Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm IBM's General Manager for Ecosystem Development and IBM's Social Business Evangelist. And welcome so much to our Social Business Coffee Break. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to share with you a couple of the stats from the Say It Social survey and then some actions to help make you navigate the international social media landscape. So let's start first with some of those statistics. Well, first of all, if you look at the world's internet users today, there's 2.4 billion internet users. The greatest growth has come, believe it or not, from India. In fact, I was just talking to a team from India yesterday. Greatest growth in social media, India. China is number 3 with almost 20%, but Indonesia has outpaced China. So it's India, Indonesia, and China. Now, Russia is growing significantly, as is still the U.S., growing at almost 7%. So you see a lot of people still jumping on the bandwagon to get on the internet and to start using social tools. Now, given that China is still one of the most significant, not just growth areas, but more importantly, overall numbers of people, believe it or not, China is 51% of all the Asian internet users and social users that are out there. There have really been 3 major social tools that are being used in China. So one is Tencent, that has made a significant holder, really looking at China's social media users. Another is WeChat, and that has had about 25 million new users a month. And then there's Weibo. Weibo is a tool I've used. I actually am registered in it because you can translate language. It's got about 25% of the Fortune 500 companies that use Weibo today. And I think, as you know, Facebook and Twitter and others are banned from use in China. So the internet and social growing in China, not growing from US-based tools, but WeChat, Tencent, and Weibo, all Chinese-based tools. I think it's interesting to compare the US and China. If you look at the number of users, China's so much larger in terms of amount of users, but also in mobile, almost double, or actually more than double that. And if you look at the transactions online, however, still the US is doing more transactions online as China's catching up on the usage and starting that. 82% of users will only purchase online in their native language. So as more and more social sites come up in native language and more translation occurs, like we talked about with Weibo, then more and more people will be comfortable taking that transactional gap. So the new saying today is not think global, act local, it's think global, act social, and you know I love that one. So what I recommend that you guys do, knowing some of these facts about the growth in India, Indonesia, and China, and what's happening with the tools and the usage in China. Well, first, make sure that you are using the right social tools. If you want to enter the market in China, we were helping a wine company enter the market in China using social. We looked at Weibo and Tencent because those are the tools that China has adopted. So you've got to have almost 2 social strategies, right? A bipolar strategy, one for rest of world and one for China. 2, be conscious of culture. You know, social varies not just in the tool, but in the way that you use the tool. Users in Brazil are very different than China, different than the Philippines, different than the US. So make sure, just as before you'd go to a country, you check out the culture, that you also check out the culture socially. And then finally, you know that new phrase, it's not anymore think global, act local, it's think global, act social. So know that your audience for social is a global audience, and make sure that you're thinking about that as you do your post and as you talk and engage online. My name is Sandy Carter, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break.